Hi, Kiwi! Alright, we're back at Ori and the Blind Forest, and today we're going to be picking up where we left off. I'm going to be exploring this new area and chasing after the fun animated little leggy guy that I've already... we haven't had a name, or we did. I forget what that name was. I'm not making this. Oh, I made it. Cool. Alright, we're going to save because I have taken a lot of damage. Anyway, so it has been about 8 days since I have sat down and recorded anything other than little clips and sound effects for Celeste. So please bear with me. I'm likely going to be a little bit rusty, but I trust my commentary will be decent. I see. Oh, these are little bats. Okay, that's cute. But today I plan to finally and formally do a proper Disney movie review. Now, the movie that I'm going to be reviewing today is Inside Out. It is a movie that I believe, I know for myself, for a fact, watched for the first time together. And for you, I believe it is also your first time, but I could be mistaken. I know you have mentioned that it's your dad's favorite movie, which is cool. But for me, I have mixed opinions about it. I don't think it was bad by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I thought that if we're going to talk about imagination, I thought there were some really cool and creative ideas that they used in that movie. Oh, I didn't even see it. There's a lever here. Okay. Right trigger, and then there we go. Okay. I thought there were some really cool and clever visual metaphors for a lot of the things they did. It was really fun to watch, honestly. Are we back where we started? Yeah, we're chasing him around, apparently. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is the area where we just came from in the last episode. Yeah, it definitely is. I hope I didn't just lock myself out of going... No, I definitely didn't. There we go. But so... full disclosure, these reviews are not intended to necessarily be... They're not formal reviews by any stretch of the imagination. They are me rambling about things that I thought about from my personal experience with the movie and our shared experience. So I really don't have any formal plans on how to handle this, so feedback is welcome. If anyone thinks I should do something differently, Kiwi, especially you, if you would rather me have a more formal review, that'll add to the video production timeline. So again, my intent for this series is to be a more casual playthrough, especially when I'm working on more heavily edited series, more than anything, specifically, what is it called, Undertale. That, like, you wouldn't notice it being so heavily edited unless you saw just how many times I either do retakes on voice clips, or if not retakes on voice clips, certainly I am doing a lot of sound editing to make sure that, I mean, certain voices are a lot louder than others. And how do I get through here? Oh, I actually didn't see that little thing there. Hey there, buddy. Are you okay? Oh, see, we're friends. Oh, I think he broke his leg. No, come back. Be our friend. But, and also, I don't know how many episodes each review... Oh, hey, a secret. I don't know how many episodes each review will last, so bear that in mind. But the point is, I'm going to casually talk about one movie and then transition to the next when I feel like I've said what I need to say. And I think that's enough of a preamble to start the review. So again, the movie I'm going to be reviewing today is Inside Out. Now, okay, I'm going to get double jump soon. That's exciting. Ori brought kindness and hope to his heart. Would have been fun if we, like, platformed together or something. Let's be friends. Make an unexpected friend. You have recovered the water vein. This ancient gemstone will grant you entrance to the Jinso tree.
Remember,
Excuse me.
remember, the elements of waters rest high atop the Jinso tree. We shall bring back the waters. Let us return immediately.
Can we fast travel here, or? Unclear. No, it's just telling us where to go. Okay. Fair enough. Hopefully they give us a fast travel point or a... Okay, this is just where we entered. Still don't have enough energy, darn. Guess we're taking the long way. Unless I can find something that regenerates my energy. Anyway, focusing along. So, starting off with Inside Out, I guess I'll give my general opinions and then I'll focus on the more... I actually took notes, which I've never done before for any sort of thing that I've watched. So it was kind of an interesting experience to not try and do this entirely by memory. But the main takeaways I have from Inside Out are that, again, I think the visual metaphors and the creativity on display for this movie was really cool. The way they use they display the different emotions as personalities, and like living creatures. I think the message about accepting that sadness is a part of life and can allow you to appreciate some of the really beautiful moments in life. I think it was a good... I really liked the message they sent about how life is full of emotions, and while we refer to some emotions as potentially negative, that doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. And most memories are formed from a combination of multiple emotions. But anyway, as far as, I guess I'll just go through the individual notes I took on the movie and what my individual feelings were. Where was the door? Did I pass it, or is it? I think it's down here. I just want to see if there's anything fancy behind this door. So our movie started off strong with a ad for... We were watching this on Disney Plus, mind you. And the movie starts off real strong with an ad, because that's how we love our movie experiences, getting the corporate influence onto what we're watching. Ooh, this is very blue water. Can I make this jump? I think I can if I can. I can't get out. There we go. Okay. You don't really swim upwards very fast at all. Yeah, you know what? I should have saved before I did that. Oh well. So the movie starts off strong with a Disney ad, and of course the ad is for the sequel to Inside Out, which, surprise, we're conveniently watching the movie, I guess, at the right time then. But, I don't have much to say about the trailer. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, maybe? I don't know. Oh, well, come on. I can probably make that jump without taking damage. I'm just not good enough at it yet. This is a tricky spot to get through without taking... Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a tricky spot. Alright, will Jeff be able to finish a thought without dying is really the question. Almost made it without damage. But, I guess starting off, I'll do like a little plot synopsis. So, Inside Out follows the story of a girl named Riley, who has a very loving and supportive family, I would say, overall. She seems to be a very happy sort of person whose primary emotion is represented by someone named Joy, or basically the personification of joy. And as she grows up, that personification of joy is really the most present emotion in her daily life. But of course, as any human being does when they grow up, they start to experience other emotions. Disgust, fear, or rather anxiety, I suppose. Well, no, I would call them fear. Fear, and then of course, sadness and anger. Oh, awesome, we got another life sale. Now I'll die less often. That was worth it. And so as she starts to grow up, her family moves, and they and those negative emotions, the anger, the sadness, the fear, start to overtake Joy a little bit. And we see how that influences her life. And in a way, the movie initially sort of portrays sadness as an antagonist, not necessarily a mean-spirited one, but one who, the way she processes and interacts with life is through the strong, sad emotions that she associates with things. I don't think I can kill this thing yet. Oh no! and effectively what happens is her... Oh, okay, I'm up there. I'm just gonna die and reset to up there. What ultimately happens is her personality is divided into these core memories that are represented, how to phrase this? We see that a lot of Riley's personality is based on these core memories that are defining memories in her life that have very strong emotional resonance with her character. And then on top of that, oops, oh, you do 2 damage. Okay. Oh, that's how we do it. Okay, that makes sense. That was rather cruel. But we survived. need to get out of here. I'm taking so much damage. I'm gonna plop a save point, actually. Oh, I'm out of energy. Never mind. And she... trying to think, what else do I want to say? Effectively, what happens is those core memories and those core memories end up getting lost due to a series of events that happen between joy and sadness, kind of the two main characters of the movie. Joy being the principal emotion that Riley has felt for most of her life, and sadness kind of being this present feeling, but was never so hard ingrained in her. Well, unfortunate. So hard ingrained in her identity that, whereas Joy is always kind of an optimist at looking at the bright side of everything, and so Joy is the predominant emotion that Riley expresses through her life. She feels through her life, and so Joy kind of is control. They portray it as if Joy is in control of a lot of how Riley interacts with various things in her life. And one day, sadness starts influencing a bit the core memories, or these, like... Sadness starts influencing some of Riley's core memories. Memories that are what define her personality, what she remembers strongest, and helps define her interests, her relationships to others, and things of that nature. And that sad influence really starts to take hold after her family moves and her entire lifestyle, her way of being is disrupted. And so the story follows Joy and Sadness, who have to go and recollect these core memories and try to get back to the headquarters where they normally help control Riley's emotions and how she interacts with those around her. And as a whole, the premise is very interesting. It is very clear that, it's interesting. It seems that quite possibly the writers for this movie have done some research into psychology, and I wouldn't put it past Disney. Disney tends to do their best in that regard usually. And it's interesting to see how they try to portray these things. So I really do appreciate how they use visual metaphor between giving the emotions their own kind of personalities that exemplify those experiences. And then okay, got it, cool. And I can save. We're just gonna save here. I know I need that, and that's why I saved. That is why I saved. In this game, you need to save often, and you need to save... Well, that's it. You need to save often. Anyway, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I am very prone to dying in this game, it seems. Alright, maybe I just have to go really fast. It seems to clip me. I don't know if I can make it... I have to make it through here. Okay, we just run instead of jumping. Got it. Anyway, so I really like the visual metaphors that they use. And again, Kiwi was telling me she believes she read somewhere that a lot of how they portray things is based on psychological theory. And while my dad is actually a psychologist, I don't really have a lot of experience in psychology myself. The closest thing I have to that is a little bit of studying into animal behavior, and that is not even remotely the same thing. Well, I guess technically it is psychology, but human psychology is fundamentally different insofar as animals cannot communicate with you the way that people can, so it's much harder to really provide verbal, what's the word I want to use? Verbal assurances the way you can with, you can't really do that for animals the way you can do it for people. I guess I can't do anything down here just yet. But either way, I very much appreciate the visual metaphors in this movie, and I'll comment on a lot more soon enough. I also think it's important how the movie shows that some of our most early memories are what shape us as a human being, and in terms of like how we interact with the world. I think it's fairly obvious that there are memories that maybe even we don't necessarily remember beyond subconsciously and yet they are integral to our identity, how we interact with other people, and things of that nature. I would really like to go up there if I could. There is a life orb up there, but I don't think I'm reaching it today. Unfortunate, all this extra effort and all it ends up doing is killing me many, many times. Oh well. Many, many more times. I really need to get better at dodging. Maybe I should just take that fast travel point now and head back to where we were supposed to go. I think I'll do that. We can always come back and explore later. Can I actually fast travel? I think I can. Yes, okay, perfect. And I guess, honestly, that through point is something that I've really been reflecting about a lot lately, about how some of the events early in my life have shaped who I am as a person. I love my family, but I do openly acknowledge that they are not the best at communicating with each other, and so there's a lot of assumptions that are made. There is a lot of arguments that could have been avoided if they just listened to each other and heard what the other was saying. And that's why I think I've become the way I am, where I really try to focus on listening to other beings, validating what they say, and even if I don't necessarily I don't necessarily agree with them, I always try to hear what they're saying. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just listen, even if you don't have anything constructive to say. Just give someone something to listen. Give people someone that was willing to listen to them.
The waters of Nebel once flowed through this very tree. Now it's all rotten and dried up inside. We shall restore the flow. The Jinso tree's heart we must find. We must find the Jinso tree's heart.
Not sure why she started talking like Yoda for a second there. Okay, I see. So we're Pac-Manning this. We're gonna go through the edges and end up on the other side. Good to know. I have to say, like, it's a little floaty and it's a little slippery with how some edges, like, it's definitely hard to do precision platforming in this game, I would say. But it feels darn good when you I mean, speedruns of this game must look really great. I just have to make sure I don't go too fast and I should be fine. Mostly. Alright, maybe I try and get to the top of this. There we go. Now I'm good. I'm probably gonna die to this thing. Oh, cool, I outrange it. Nope, I don't. I think I would have been safe if I hadn't jumped there. Unfortunate. But, alright, what else can I say? So, yeah, so, I think the reason why I value communication, and I think communication above all else is where my expertise lies in my daily goings about. I may not be the most hands-on, I still lack a lot of book knowledge in the things I care about, and I can't always communicate my emotional response to things well, but I'm always willing to listen. I'm always willing to try and validate someone based on how they feel rather than how I feel. And again, no matter what my agreements or disagreements with their perspectives are, I try to hear them out, and I can offer my opinion if I think they're going to be receptive to it. And if not, then I leave it be, because there's no sense in trying to force an opinion on someone who's not going to be willing to listen to it. There are those situations where those opinions, I think, are necessary because the actions of others can be harmful. But again, it's not the sort of thing where you can easily, if someone is set in their ways, you're not going to be changing their thought process very much at all. And that energy is better spent trying to understand them, and then maybe if you can get that understanding, rather than having a really harsh negative response, you can approach it from a more diplomatic angle. And I don't know, I wouldn't call myself perfect at it, but I do think I've gotten a sense of how to do that, and I know there are people who I've interacted with where that was very much appreciated. Anyway, this is supposed to be an inside-out review, isn't it? I will comment on so watching Riley move definitely brought back some personal memories of our move when we left grad school and had to find a new place. I mean, just moving between apartments during grad school was stressful enough, but my goodness, when we actually left grad school and had to do like a 2-hour drive in a moving van, we recruited both sets of parents to help. Oh, that was so stressful. I think it goes without saying, we both hate moving. And I don't know many people who do like moving, but one thing I really considered when watching this movie is I have friends who had to move with their parents when they were young, and it really seems to be a major life-changing event. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. But how much stress that can cause to an individual, just completely uprooting the lifestyle that they are used to. Like, I openly acknowledge that sometimes moving is necessary. Your parents have to do work, and unfortunately, their livelihood depends on that. If their livelihood depends on that move, you can't really avoid it. But it's so very disruptive to what you're doing in your life as a kid. All the friends that you've made, all the experiences that you've had, suddenly are almost being thrown away against your will, and it's just a very confusing, uncomfortable, uncertain time. And I'm again glad that I personally have not had that experience. Okay, I get what I'm supposed to do here. I just have to figure out the muscle memory for it. It would help if I I feel like there should be a platform underneath me when I fall out of these, but there's not, so I have to be ready to jump right away, and there we go. Okay. I think I've got this now. There we go. Hopefully that's it. Okay, awesome. A little tricky, but certainly doable. I wonder if this can be broken. It looks like it might be. Nope. Okay, we're going to save just to make sure that I don't screw up more. Okay, there we go. Can I not kill you? Doesn't look like I can kill that thing. Okay. Just keep trekking along then. Wait, back here? What? Didn't that one below let us out? Huh. Well, it's fine. We can go up this way. Wait, can I push this? Oh, I can push this. Okay. I forgot about that mechanic. But why do I want to push this? Oh, that's cool. Okay. I get what you're selling now. But the issue is this isn't facing the right direction. Huh. Okay. I get it. I see what I need to do. And it's not walk into that. I see. And now it'll redirect it towards that other tunnel. That's really cool. That's a simple little puzzle, but I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I distinctly remember we moved, and it was hardly a happy memory. It was so stressful because we also had the time pressure of needing to leave our apartment at grad school within a certain time limit. And oh my goodness, it was so rough just getting everything. I threw out my back in the process, and oh man, it was not the best experience. Okay, so I assume I need this to hit here. How do I make that happen? Let's see, can you shoot all the way up here? Wait, I know what I need to do. Oh, there's another one. Huh. What if I don't know what I need to do here? Interesting. Alright, well, let's start by trying to kite it over here and see if there's anything that gets unlocked by destroying that. Oh, you leave traps now. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I think what I need is to get this top one to come out. And then fire this way. No. Alright, what if I make the assumption this is just a mini boss fight and I'm not trying to use its projectiles to blow up that door? Maybe that's just like a gated door against that requires this boss to die. Let's make that assumption and hope. Anyway, I'll keep talking about Inside Out in the meantime. I know I rambled about moving. So, let's see. I really, as a whole, like the dynamic of the family. They really clearly love each other and are incredibly supportive of each other. Okay, it was just a mini boss door. Cool. and like the silly little in-jokes that families share, like the monkey scratching jumping thing that they do. It's very it's very heartwarming and cute. And it really does hurt to see when the family starts to kind of fall apart a little bit due to the fighting and the stress. Airborne, double jump 5 times consecutively without touching the ground. There we go. Okay, we got the keys. Now I just need to get up here. Oh wait, I know how to do that. Aha! Your puzzle is complete, game. Well, I guess I still need to get to the door. But yeah, I like the mom, I like the dad. You do get the sense that there may be some degree of dysfunctionality between them because of the passive-aggressive comments that the emotion characters of the parents have. I mean, the fact that mom is lusting over some Brazilian helicopter pilot isn't the best look. The fact that she has some lingering regrets about it. Also, one comment I have to make is I noticed, like, if you pay attention to Riley's design, her eyes are blue, her hair is blonde, and neither of her parents have either of those features. And so there is a question of, is she adopted or is there a difference in parents? I mean, there's always the possibility of severely recessive traits. There is a way for alleles to work out that way, potentially, but still.
Cries of dismay I hear deep inside this ancestral tree. Reem was agile. He dashed through the air. Listen to his voice, the wisdom he shared.
Does she rhyme? I hope not. It wasn't like a true rhyme, but still. Alright, what new power do we get now? Maybe another jump? That'd be cool. You've learned Bash. To use this ability, hold Y near lanterns or enemy projectiles. Then aim in the direction you'd like to leap. Projectiles will be redirected in the opposite direction. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Oh, ooh, okay. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, and excellent, we gained an ability point, which means I think we just got another jump. Hold on, let's see. Air dash. Oh, it's an air dash. All right. How do we use the air dash? I don't actually know. Maybe I have to unlock the air dash first. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't actually know how that works. Well, this is fine. I know what I'm doing. I'll look it up later. I've had a lot of lost commentary on this from all my deaths and not really having a good formulated thought, but I'm hopefully going to fix that in post. You'll know for sure once the video's out, I suppose, Kiwi. Yeah, my commentary wasn't the best, I have to admit. I think it's improved now. I've gotten my stride. You know what I should do after this episode's over? I'll go drink some coffee. That seems to usually help me when I'm not sure what to say. I think this enemy must be trying... Okay, gotcha. I'm supposed to use this enemy to get up there. I mean, that makes sense. They want me to use the new mechanic. What a surprise. There we go. Okay, that's really cool. What an interesting way to give your character another, like, vertical jump sort of thing. And then as long as I don't use my double jump, I still have one more after that. Can you chain these? Wait, hold on. Can I kill this? Okay, I can't kill it, but that's... Oh, I see what it wants. It wants me to break the wall with that. Oh, okay. This is really creative. I've not seen a mechanic like this in a platformer before. I appreciate this. And you do get your air jump back after, or you get your second jump back after you use the bash. So I can keep jumping. Okay, you've got my interest, game. Oh, we're gonna be doing some... Ooh, okay, I see what they're going for, and this is gonna be really cool if this is what they want. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's really cool. What a cool mechanic. I love it when game devs take a mechanic that you take for granted in a lot of other games and just make it work. Alright. In theory, I can probably do this without needing to do a second shot, but I think it's probably easier if I just go and grab this here. Or not. I mean, that would have actually made it, but whatever. Let's pop a save point here, because I am taking a lot of hits. And knowing me, I'll probably die to this enemy if I'm not careful. Anyway. Oh, the dead mouse. I remember the dead mouse and seeing it There's a scene when they first move into their new apartment where they find out, okay, their luggage isn't going to be there because for some reason the moving company transported it to Texas instead of California where they're moving. And oh my goodness, it was such a point of stress. And then I forget if it was in Riley's room or just somewhere in the house, but Riley finds a dead mouse and I just immediately go, oh no, Remy! Because I'm just thinking he looks vaguely like Remy from Ratatouille. I wonder if they use a similar asset since it is Disney Pixar after all. But and then the nightmare where Remy the zombie rat comes back. Oh, that was. I just kept saying, oh no, they killed Remy. And they kind of did, honestly. It really did look like he was. It may have been one of his relatives for all we know. Although I mean, obviously, Ratatouille takes place in I believe Paris, France, if I recall correctly. Certainly some area of France, but. So obviously that's not correct, but the point was I was just making a big deal of, oh no, they've killed Remy. Now who will make that restaurant work? And of course I get it on the first try now. Oh well, I can't complain too much. So what's down here? Oh, am I gonna be bumping something in here? I found an energy cell. Excellent. Okay. So now I have one more energy cell. That makes... The more of these I get, the better it is. I need a lot of them, it seems. And I bet I'll get more abilities that will require me to use them up pretty rapidly soon enough. The fact that I can't really use my energy attack is a problem, because it's a really strong attack, but my goodness, it consumes your energy so fast. It's hard to use it reliably, especially if you need to be spamming save points or entering energy doors. I can just barely reach that. I wonder if... I probably need to go this way. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So now I can take the low path here and go through here. I think this is one of my favorite platforming mechanics. I mean, I think overall the pufferfish and jellyfish from Chapter 9 in Celeste will be my favorite platforming mechanic for a while, because it felt so good to do right. But this, I can't wait to see what more they do with this. Like, I wonder if they're going to have you incorporate that into combat at all. I bet that's going to be really tricky if they do. But I'm looking forward to seeing, I really am. Alright, let's see what's in this next room then. Ooh. This looks fancy. What are you? Oh, you're enemy. Can't shoot you. Okay, you're a mini-boss, though. So, my guess is I need to reflect this back at you. Oh, wow, you know what? Literally was just saying, what if they had you use the mechanic for combat? Well, I guess we're getting our answer on how they do that now. It makes sense. Alright, so what I'm realizing is because of how Bash works, I need to be conscious of where I'm aiming this, because I go rocketing into enemy projectiles or enemy hitboxes or any matter of things. So maybe I only go for one hit before these sink, and then I reposition. Well. Alright, well, I think I can do this. I'm just learning I'm learning how to use this mechanic properly. Yeah, okay, I've got this. Yeah, I was being too aggro with it. I need to be cognizant of how it repositions me and make sure that I don't mess up. Plain and simple. Excellent, a save point. Alright, so as it turns out, I'm not good at reviewing movies, so I think rather than having this series be a proper Disney review, like I said, I'm just going to talk about the movies. They'll be my commentary through point, and once I feel like I've satisfactorily done my commentary that I want to share, I'll move on to the next movie. So I think at the end of the day, I am not one for giving good, concise reviews while doing a video game. And I think that's fair. It's not an easy talent to have. But, I mean, the point of the series is really to provide commentary that helps Kiwi fall asleep anyway. So let's not set expectations that I'm going to do reviews. Let's set expectations that I'm going to talk about my personal experience for as long as I feel necessary, and my shared experience with Kiwi. And then again, when I feel like I've said enough, I'll move on to the next movie. There are plenty of formal, concise reviews out there. I'm just looking for sharing my personal experiences, while I also try not to die every couple seconds in Ori.
The heart of the Jinzo tree once kept the element of water safe, but now it's corrupted, all foul and decayed. We have to help it, cure it, and cleanse all the blight by removing the corruption on both of its sides. On both of the sides.
Alright, so it looks like this is going to be our next big goal. But I think we'll find out what happens in the next episode. So Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one with more very loose rambles about Inside Out.